Hey, how's everyone doing today? So today I want to go over the overhead camera mount I built. A little bit of backstory. So I've been just trying to figure out how to film everything, how to like kind of get things working, um, so that they actually look a little bit more professional. And I've been working with different tools. I've been buying different stuff, and so one of the things I wanted was an overhead camera mount, and I've been researching it for about a month, maybe two. Um, and there's so many ways to do it. You can get the overhead like boom mic. The downside to that was space. I just didn't want another tripod sitting in my office here, and I just didn't want like the space. And then to be honest with you, I didn't in my head I didn't trust it. I'm putting $1,000 camera sitting up on a pole that basically can tip over at any time, especially with cats running around the house and so on and so forth. So that was out for me. I was looking at like the table mounts. I didn't want anything like super big. I didn't need something that reached to the ceiling. So instead of table mounts, I used like I was looking at Amazon and I found like a $200 one um, that was relatively okay, but I just didn't want to spend the money, and I felt like I could build something uh, feasible with the amount of money, with a lot less money, and so I spent around $50. Um, I looked at the different manners, like different things that I could do. And I looked at like PVC. I saw videos on how to make PVC table mounts. I saw videos on how to make wood ones. The PVC I was kind of worried about because if I'm going to clamp something to it, I didn't want that round surface. So, something like, yeah, I just didn't want that round surface. I felt like the round surface was kind of going to be a mess in the end. And then on top of that, the wood ones, I didn't want to pay for the wood. And then on top of that, I didn't want to. It just to me, wood just seems like it's going to break down a lot faster. So those are the things. So the things that I found was something like this. And so this is 1 inch aluminum square tubing. I picked up 8 foot pieces. I think they're around $15. I bought them at Ace Hardware. You can buy them pretty much anywhere else, but I didn't even shop around for it. So I bought these, and then I bought some L brackets. I bought some T brackets, and then I bought enough bolts to go around. Now, basically, it's really simple. You're going to need a drill and some type of saw. All right, apologizes for the mess, but this is my overhead camera rig that I made. And ultimately, I use square tubing. I cut it to size, so I basically cut the horizontal pieces on the bottom as braces, however big I needed it. I cut the top piece here, so that top piece basically overlaps over the cross beam, and that way the cross beam basically rests on top the height. I used a T bracket right here and another one on this side, and I basically just drilled in my holes and bolted it through, so that gives it pretty much stability here. Up here, so let's actually, up here I added in a L bracket. If I would do this again, I would just add the L bracket through the sides, and I think that would just offer a little bit more stability. But that L bracket basically sits in there, and it's pretty sturdy as well. My camera is mounted here. So my camera is mounted here, and then on my camera, if you look over here, it's a thumb screw, 1/4 inch, and then that goes all the way through, and then I use a bolt to tighten it down. And I can actually spin it, and it still gives me the stability I need for the camera. And then I did pick up I did pick up these 2 clamps, which are basically I can use for cameras as well, and then I can use that as a camera as well. So, and those work really pretty good. I'll put those links in there as well. So let me know if this was helpful for you. I'll put the blueprints in the blog post with a link below, and if you build it or you do some modifications, let me know. I'd be very interested in seeing what you did. If you like it, subscribe or check out my Patreon. Thanks much, guys.